Hello, everyone. This is the fourth session of our Changeling the Lost little campaign here. Skank and Spitz as your host. We got Samwise7 RPG as Eldon Swick. And playing Neil Shaw, we have Bash Biznet as well. So we were having some technical difficulties here. Then we were just talking about role-playing and role-playing games for about an hour. And now, here we are, finally. So thanks for watching, you guys, and hopefully you enjoy it. Does one of you guys or both of you want to do a quick recap?
I was trying to remember. For some reason, I have a hard time remembering what happened last session. As soon as you guys started talking, I go, "Oh yeah, I know just what you're talking about." I really
Uh,
have a bad memory.
I think I can. I'll try and go off what memory I have. You guys can jump in at any point, add anything. Maybe even the commenters can add some stuff if they're watching the video. But I remember I think we left off where you picked up some new clothes. Your character Eldon Swick.
That's right.
We uh, we picked up some clothes. I think we got something to eat, and we were trying to find a way to find a newborn's first smile. So we go back to the cabin where we met, where Danny Boy brought us, and we let him know that we did make a deal in the hedge. It wasn't quite a deal, actually. There was nothing. There was no pledge actually made. But on good faith, I was to do a favor for a calculator, a scientific calculator that had the ability to tell the future. So we all actually. Before that, we were introduced to the representatives of the courts.
That's right. Didn't
So
we swore an allegiance and joined the Freehold?
right, yeah, we pledged our fealty. We spent, so in technical terms, we spent a point of glamour, and we were sworn into the freehold. I can't quite remember the name of the setting we're in, but the town. So the town's freehold.
Creekwater.
Creekwater, that's right. I don't have my notepad here, so um, so yes, we were sworn into the freehold, and we let them know of this favor we were to do, and we brainstormed an idea of possibly just going to the hospital and entering the dreams of a father or mother and taking the memory of the first smile of a newborn child. Kind of disturbed by this revelation, we decided, okay, you know what? Best thing to do is to take this calculator back. We can't
Just
hold
wasn't
on to
worth
it.
it.
Yeah, it wasn't worth it. We couldn't do something that heinous. One of the lead, or the representative of the Winter Court, Lorraine, who is a kind of like a cougar like, or a mountain lion looking woman with very big eyes, offered to show us a
Yeah,
way
not the kind
there.
of cougar you use.
Yes, no, not that kind of cougar. But she offered to show us a way there, but we declined, as this is something that we got ourselves into, and we should get ourselves out. Despite the freehold having to help us whenever, and us having to help whenever, we decided not to. So we went into the hedge, and it didn't take long before we found the caravan, or the wandering goblin market, that seemed to be right where it was left. And we found the stall, and informed the patron that we couldn't get the to get the memory of a firstborn child or of a newborn child was unethical. We couldn't do it, and offered to
That's right.
calculate it back.
Didn't she say something like, well, she's just going to go kidnap a kid then?
Yeah,
And we were
she'll
like, oh,
go.
we can't let that.
She'll just use some of her power and just cross over and take one herself, because she sent other people there and they never came back. So we told the guard at the caravan, who in I believe episode 2 said that there's been privateer activity. So we reported that shit right away. We were like, yo, that ain't right. I think she's hiring changelings. And he said he couldn't really do that much unless he had like physical proof. Meanwhile, Eldon Swick pretty well slyly just snuck up behind the guard and like almost with his feet and his eyes closed, like unsheathed the guard's dagger and put that on his person, and then just like moonwalked away. It was a very impressive feat, actually. And the session kind of ended there, as we were left in the Goblin Market. I believe we were leaving the Goblin Market after realizing, we
Well, I
may
thought we were
have.
gonna go over and gank the
Oh, were
the
we?
vendor.
Uh,
Maybe that's not what we were doing.
okay, so I guess it ended as like the guard turned away, and
Yeah,
we.
you guys were going to point out to the guard, sort of subtly, which vendor in question it is. Assuming that she's still there, she was beginning to pack up her things when last you saw her.
Right. Yeah. So
unless,
we pointed her out, I believe, last session, and yeah.
sure.
Shoot.
So that's where we'll pick up unless there's anything else that needs to be said.
No, sounds good.
All right. So yeah, we'll open up with Mr. Shaw and Mr. Swick here, or wait, what are your names? Oh yeah, Rusty and Slick. As
Yeah. I'm gonna write that down, actually.
appropriate names. Yes, you guys are showing this this sort of tall and not too thin, but sort of this tall, thin guard with he's wearing, he's got a little pike there, and he's got a plates armor around his body. Very very Legend of Zelda looking. A big mustache that's fairly comedic almost. You guys are sort of walking around the outskirts of the market, with him pointing out this dark-haired woman who's gathering up her things and putting them away.
So we're not just gonna just let her go, are we? Or should we just like follow her? I mean, she's gonna take some little kid.
Yeah, I mean, who the hell is that woman even? Like, what does she even sell in this place? Hold on.
We don't really know what she's like. Maybe we try to stop her and she's gonna do some horrible things to us. I don't know.
Thing is, if we just jump out and just shank this woman, we're the ones who look like the crazy people.
Yeah.
Shank this woman. What? Listen, you can. It's your prerogative if you wish to follow this woman after she leaves the market, but well, understand we can't have anybody getting shanked or shivved or anything in here. I mean, that's what my job is to enforce the safety. I can't allow that sort of a thing.
Right. We gotta take it outside, I guess.
If you could come back with some evidence of her, well, strange behavior, we could perhaps continue from there.
What do you know about that woman? How long has she been at this market?
several months. I'm not the one that gives people the okay to set up their kiosk here, but well, as far as I know, there's never been any trouble with her before. She caters mostly to those who have been changed. Those like you, I'm not mistaken. He looks at Neil Shaw. You are one of the lost. As for you, he looks at the water goblin. Well, I'm no offense, but I'm not quite sure what you are.
Nah, no offense taken.
Now, do you know if she's one of you or something else?
I don't know. We should have information about her in our archives. I will look up what I can and let you know when you return. We probably shouldn't talk for too much longer in case any of the privateers are watching. I don't want them to know that you two may be working with us.
Right. We could probably just come back at another time. We'll inform some more
Sure.
people.
We should be getting ready to leave in about the next day sometime, so if you are planning on returning, should be in about 24 hours or so.
Got any clues as to where you people are going? In case we don't catch you before you leave.
He gestures over to one of the hallways, as it were, the hallways of brambles and thorns. That this is a large clearing, the largest clearing that you guys have seen this deep in the hedge, with many ways in and out of it. He points to one of these wooded hallways. If assuming that you set off after us in the next couple days or so, you shouldn't have too much of a problem overtaking us, what being just two of you and being the large caravan that we are.
Sounds good. My friend here knows his way around these parts somehow.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll find you. Maybe you guys smell bad or something. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
I may not have authority outside of the market here, and, well, to be honest, I don't wish to pass any judgment upon you, but if you do extract some sort of, well, justice upon any wrongdoings, be warned.
Well, we'll figure something out. Just start walking away.
Yeah. We'll contact you soon. We won't start any trouble, don't worry.
Alright, so he sort of casually meanders into the market and sort of makes his way over to that woman to it doesn't look like really great interrogate her or anything, but probably have a few words, some small talk. And he's doing it as nonchalant as possible, pretty much.
So Neil turns over to Aldon and says, "So Slick, do you think we should just head back to the cabin and let the others know, or do you think we should follow this lady?"
I just keep thinking about that little kid. Like, what's gonna happen to that kid, or whatever kid she grabs? I got a kind of a strange idea. You can tell me if it's stupid, but that witch or whatever the hell she was, that guy with the wagon with all the body parts was talking about. Do you think we could go to her and maybe she could help? Maybe she put some like voodoo curse on her or something, and we'll I don't know. We're just getting ourselves into more trouble probably.
I don't know. Someone who wants body parts. That's I'll be honest. That's pretty grim. But
yeah. But what's more grim? Having some baby taken out away from its mother, or I don't know. Don't you think that's gonna keep you up at night?
Man, what do you think? Damn, man. All right, we'll go see this lady, this witch, and see see if she has anything to say.
I mean, just think about it this way. We were taken. Look how fucked up we are. Do we really want that to happen to another kid?
Well, I was offered, but yeah, no, I guess I see your point.
Wait, what?
Yeah, well, you know,
Wait, what happened? You weren't taken?
well, no, what happened? I was gonna die. I was about to die in a nuclear meltdown of radiation poisoning. This little hatch opened up, and I just wound up in this big complex, and then from there it just went dark. Like it felt
You went
it
in
almost.
willingly? I guess I kind of did too. I walked into that mine
Yeah.
shaft sort of thing, cave.
Yeah, and then I just remember like it just went dark, and I pretty well woke up, and like I just had an instinct to keep working there, but everything was just quiet, and then I remember I met you. I
Yeah,
don't
you were the
know.
only ones that talked to me. I could hear you through the pipes.
Yeah, I don't know. I can hardly remember my time there. It's like comes back in just little patches, but a lot of it's just like it sounds like electronic some kind of screeching and beeps and boops.
It
Oh,
always sounded like I was like being held down under like in a tub under the water, and someone was trying to talk to me. That's what your voice always sounded like.
damn.
It's kind of nice to be able to hear it for what it actually is.
Yeah, tell me about it. All right. Do you think we should go see this lady? I don't know. It's like Neil's looking over at like kind of holding up Slick's arms. He's like, "Man, I don't want to risk you trying to lose these again." He's just kind of holding his arm. Man,
I'm gonna look at the woman. Is she like packing up to leave?
Yeah, she's
probably.
by this point she's got about 75-80% of the majority of her stuff packed away. She didn't. Obviously, there's not a whole lot of room for her to have too much out there in the first place. But yeah, as this guard sort of exchanges some friendly words with her, she's packing up the rest of her stuff, but she hasn't begun to make her way out of the market yet.
All right. I got another weird idea. Like this chick's a witch, right? Like bad. She can do bad stuff with like stuff and hair and right. Is that what witches do?
I guess so. Man, I don't know. You watch too many goddamn movies, you know that?
Like what if I like cut myself and go splash that bitch in the face with my blood? Would you think the witch would be able to track my blood? Like, is that weird?
What do you think that'll do, man? You're just gonna, man, shit, I
I
don't
mean,
know.
I could yank some of her hair out and then run away. Maybe we could use that. You think the witch would be able to help with that or something?
Man,
I'll be right back. I'll just start walking over to the woman's kiosk. Then I'll look back and like give Mr. Mr. Shaw a thumbs up and like I'll wink at him.
Yeah, and Mr. Shaw, aka Rusty's, just like looking over, like, man, what's that guy doing?
I'm gonna cut myself in the hand with the dagger from the guard, and we'll see. Does anything like horrible happen to me when I cut my hand?
No, not necessarily. Your blood doesn't come flowing or gushing out. It sort of oozes out. Well, of course, having the consistency that you now do.
I'm gonna
Rusty.
try to like smear it into like the palm of my hand with my other hand, like so I can get like a fistful or like just a little bit in my hand so I can splash it on her.
Okay. Oh, what? And how? What? How are you gonna go? What are you gonna go? How are you gonna go about this?
Well,
by the
let's
time
see.
that you mosey over there, the guard is already off and sort of around the corner, out of eyesight.
Okay.
Rusty's trying to like kind of
I'm
look
gonna,
off and not pay attention to. He's like, God damn, what's that crazy motherfucker doing? Shit.
I'm gonna go up to the kiosk and I'll just start picking things up with my left hand. I'm trying to, swing my arm like a little bit so that more stuff comes out of the cut. What do you got on this table? This looks like a bunch of junk. You got anything good?
Ah, yes, I've got many things. Well, that's of course that's junk. That's just my container that I keep everything in. Is there something that I can help you with? You came here
Ah,
twice before and you didn't
you got
seem
really
to
pretty
want.
hair. Can I have some? It's not like
I
mine. Mine's like look at this. It's like all greasy.
Yes. Perhaps a trade could be in order. One of your eyes for some locks of hair.
One of my eyes. Holy. Ah. I mean, I don't think that's a fair trade. Maybe something else. You want an ear?
Listen, I've got some pressing business to go take care of. Perhaps you could come back.
Well, let me make sure it's worth it. Can you just lean over so I can touch that hair?
Make a social roll.
Would that be manipulation?
Yeah, probably manipulation. Manipulation and either socialize or persuade.
All right.
Maybe subterfuge.
Okay, I'll go with subterfuge. Oh, what do you want? I got persuasion, subterfuge. Is there a preference?
Either way, I mean, you know how your character is going about it more
Okay.
so than I do, so whatever you feel is appropriate.
Okay. Looks like 110. Oh, another 10. So 2 successes.
Nice. All right, make it quick. She says as she sort of leans in to let you stroke her hair.
All right. I'm gonna grab hold of it and then with my right hand. So my left hand has her hair, and I'm gonna yank as hard as I can, and with my right hand, I'm just gonna stiff arm her face. So she's gonna get my blood in her eyes,
Oh,
and I'm gonna hopefully take out a chunk of her hair.
Okay. All right.
That's
So
what I'm trying to do.
how would you roll for that? That would be dexterity and
Would that be like athletics to tear the hair out, or is it like a brawl?
yeah. I suppose either one. Probably athletics. I suppose to be quick
Okay.
about it, be as agile as possible.
All right, dex and athletics, and that looks like 1 success. Should probably. I have that reroll special ability. I think I'm going to use that. I think I have to spend a point of glamour for that. Sorry, I'm not very good with this.
Which one is it?
I think that's Hearth. Fickle Fate. I think that's what it is.
Oh yeah.
I think it lets me reroll. I have to spend a point of glamour. It was the same. One success.
One success. All right. Well, you come in and like you said, you pull her hair back and you pull it out, and it doesn't really cling to her head. It just seems like more sprouts, as you sort of pull it back, but you do manage to lop it off and give her a face full of blood. She's
I think that's a fair trade, and then I run away.
Oh, that's rough.
she's incredibly taken aback and sort of looks about, and then she a sort of elongated tongue comes out of her mouth and laps up some of this blood on her face. A fair trade indeed.
And I just run out of the goblin market and hope that Mr. Shaw follows me.
I'm like, yeah. Rusty's like kind of running out, like out of the goblin market. I guess he like ran past me. And he's just like, man, what the fuck did you just do back there?
I don't know. I'm probably screwed, but
You just knocked that
whatever. We got the hair. Let's go talk to that witch.
Holy shit!
Many of these vendors were looking at this. They didn't necessarily see what went on, or perhaps some of them did, but many of them were turned their heads, and the customers as well, as this small blue goblin darted through as fast as he could with a handful of hair. Even for the goblin market, a bit of a strange sight. But no one particularly cares.
Fuck. So yeah, we're just running, and Rusty's just like, man, all right. Do you have any idea where One-Armed Sam was taking those parts?
Well, if I kind of remember, he was pointing that way, and then we came this way. I think it's that way. I'll just point in a certain direction in the hedge.
Yeah, are you sure?
Yeah, I'm totally sure. That way.
All right. Remember what One-Armed Sam said? If we think about the place, we can get there faster. So let's just try to picture it in our heads or something.
Well, here, how about you hold on to some of this hair, and I'll like splat some of the hair in his hand.
Ah, shit.
It's got a little bit of my blood mixed in with it.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
just hold on to that and like close one eye maybe, and we'll just think about that witch. Yeah, maybe we'll get there.
All right. Is he just kind of like?
I'm sure it'll be fine. Well, I mean, what could go wrong?
So like, yeah, Rusty stands there and tries to like you just kind of see him like standing there with his eyes closed, trying to picture the place. Then he opens his eyes to check if he's moved.
I think you gotta walk. Can't just stand there, man. I mean, that's kind of dumb.
Yeah, I know.
That's where it's dumb. That's where the line is drawn.
Yeah.
That's where you step over to crazy.
We'll just close our eyes and picture ourselves there. Let's just walk. We got a long trail ahead of us.
As you guys begin walking and thinking about this while gripping on to the personal items of this strange woman, which perhaps you don't want to grip or concentrate on too tightly, but as you try to focus your energy, it doesn't seem to be helping you really transport your way through the hedge any more at first, any better than it would naturally. But as you guys walk on, and after a few minutes, you begin to feel the weight of the small gear that One-Armed Sam gave you. I'm not sure which one of you has it on your person, but you begin to feel this gear becoming increasing, not to an unbearable extent or disturbingly so, but you find this gear becoming increasingly heavier and almost having a magnetic pull to it.
I guess Rusty would maybe have it. He just kind of pulls it out like, oh shit. He's like, he like looks over at Mr. Swick. He's like, you remember this? Shit.
Yeah. What's going on with that?
It's like Mr. Shaw, he's like holding it up. He's holding the gear up. It's like, I don't know. Remember one arm Sam gave it to us, didn't he? And where's he when he...
Maybe we should go talk to him, or maybe he knows the way. Maybe that's what's trying to tell you.
Yeah, maybe. Oh.
Or maybe he's the witch.
So wait,
That'd be
is it
kind of
like
fucked up.
is it like pulling to the ground, or is it pulling us in a direction?
It's pulling in a direction, but the direction is like directly into the hedge. I mean, it'd be like a compass. It's not pointing you down the path or down a direction down the path. It's pointing, but yeah, it's a direction.
Okay.
You can roll your intelligence and your weird bash.
Okay. Oh shit. Alright, hold on. So, yeah, sorry. So that is. So that is 2 successes.
Okay, so
Yes, an alright idea.
yeah, that's good enough. Well, it seems as though this world, and regardless of who you are, virtually everyone that operates in it is sort of bound by contracts and pledges and agreements, deals that you make, and you, well, you think that perhaps that you could craft something on the fly that would, especially with the part that you have, that would perhaps you could make things happen to some extent.
Alright, well, he's like, he's just looking at Eldon, he's like, I could probably maybe do something with this, I don't know. He's looking at it, and he tries to, he just pumps a, or wait, no, oh yeah, that's right, we spent that glamour. He tries to see if there's any, like, if he can pop it open, or anything like that, or if it's just like a solid, like, piece. But either way, he's like checking it out, trying to see if there's anything he can really do with it.
It's just a solid piece.
Okay, yeah. So for the most part, he believes it to be a compass of some kind. But he looks at Eldon. He's like, "What do you think we could do with this?" I mean,
yeah, maybe it can make him come and give us a ride. I don't know. He said did he still like call his name?
Hey, one arm Sam. You there? He's just kind of looking around. Turns to Eldon, nah, man. I don't think it works like that. I don't know.
I'm sorry, but have you pumped any glamour into it?
I don't think. Well, yeah, I would have some from we only spent 1 glamour the last game, so. So yeah, he's just kind of looking at it. I was gonna say he would try to use a brief glamour repair, as he's like, kind of like with his kind of skinny fingers, he's trying to like find a way to like, I don't know. He's just investigating it really hard, and you see motion within Rusty's arms, like little gears and pulleys in there turning. He's trying to like get something to happen with it. Like, come on, one arm Sam. Shit.
Maybe it needs some blood. I'll smear my hand.
Blood. He's holding out the gear like, man, you're just looking for an excuse to smear yourself on everything.
Well, I think Eldon last time he used glamour, he put some blood on it, so I'm gonna knock off a glamour point because that's how he thinks it works. So Eldon will put some
Self-mutilating.
glamour.
Wait till he starts using his big contract, see what he has to do.
Oh man. So yeah, I
Sure.
let him like smear his blood on it. I just hold it out.
One arm Sam.
Nothing
Where are you?
happen- Nothing happens for about 30 seconds, and then you guys begin to hear a faint rumbling, and you can kind of feel some vibrations on the ground, and then suddenly with a burst of energy, boom! His entire steampunk horseless carriage comes sort of just coming through the hedge like a football player taking down a bunch of bowling pins. There are little bits of thorn and bramble sort of lodged in different parts of the hedge. I mean, lodged in different parts of his vehicle. As he comes barreling through here and skids to a halt in front of you guys. Ah, man! Now I remember why I don't give those out to people anymore. Damn.
Oh shit. Well, sorry about that, man. We just kind of need a little help, I guess.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go talk to that witch. We learned about this plot where this crazy woman, and I hold up her hair, is gonna go take some kids, do stuff with their faces or something horrible like that.
So you want to go see the hag?
Yeah. Is she?
Hag, witch, yeah, whatever.
What do you think? Do you
All
think that
right.
would be asking for trouble?
Well, I'm not your keeper, and well, I don't know. She's never been interested in anything like you before, to my knowledge.
All right. Well.
I wouldn't recommend crossing her if you're gonna go in there all obnoxious like or anything like that. You might want to well, mind your P's and Q's, but I'm sure if you think you have something
You
that
better
could
do the
interest her,
talking then.
she'll.
Oh yeah. Well. I don't know. Well, if she would have our audience, then we just have a quick word.
Well, we best hurry up then. I just came back from there, and if the hedge is gonna be shutting up again, it's gonna be mighty hard to get through as fast as I came right now.
All right. What is this thing need fixing up or something?
Nah, that's fine. That's just some of the wear and tear. Par for the course. Par for the course. That's all that is.
All right. All right. Well, let's all right. Well, let's saddle up then.
Yeah,
So
Slick
you
will
guys-
jump on the machine.
Yeah, like
Transportation.
Rusty like kind of climbs up on this thing, with his long lanky arms. He gets in. It's like,
Man, I forgot how gooey you were.
Yeah, sorry about that.
oh wait,
I,
1 second.
Yeah, it's not so good. Sorry about that. I got some liquid on your little satchel down there. Whatever's in there.
No, it's all good. This is brass. It's all. Wait, you said the satchel?
Yeah, it looks like there's some satchel down there. That's yours, right?
Yeah, hell yeah, that's mine. Yeah, that was my ham and cheese sandwich for the day.
I'm back.
You know what? You can just have it.
Neil's
I'll pass. Yeah,
Neil's
I'll
just
pass
like-
on that.
Rusty's just
No, I
like,
ain't
You want a
gonna
sandwich
eat
there,
it.
Neil?
oh man, I'm good. I don't need a sandwich right now. That's
Well,
why.
throw it out for the
I'm
wolves then,
sure.
I guess.
Or we could just
I
throw
rip
it
that
at the
woman's
wolves when
hair.
they
I don't
show up.
really eat some random sandwich.
Well, I don't want to eat a sandwich that some son of a bitch slimed on. I mean, no offense, I understand it's, not exactly in your control, but you do understand it's kind of weird.
Oh, god damn it, I'll eat the damn sandwich then. Everyone's having such reservations about it. He kind of looks.
Yeah, maybe just shake it out.
Oh, man. He's like kind of like wiping it off on like the rust. So there's like little flakes of rust in the sandwich now. And he's like eats it. He's like, all right, let's just move this damn thing. Let's get going. This whole sandwich
yeah, to the
business is
hag.
just bumming me out. Let's go see your friend here.
So he makes his way through the hedge, and literally not through the hedges and paths through the hedge, but literally straight through the hedge. And as you guys go through, you notice gradually these branches and thorns are sort of gripping each other and almost like arms embracing each other and pulling closer as it begins to not hold back the cart, but these branches and these thorns begin to become very well, they begin to encroach upon your personal space. And even one arm Sam is having some trouble not getting cut by these thorns that are impeding ever more.
Rusty kind of looks over at Sam and he's like, man, how do you deal with this shit?
And we're almost there. Just hang on a second. He pulls down a gear, and even more steam is emitted from the back of this wagon as it veers forward with even more momentum.
Oh shit. Oh shit. It's like, yeah, Neil or Mr. Rusty feels the kickback from the acceleration. It's like, man.
Maybe she'll want this, and I sort of flash the dagger over to Rusty. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I mean, do you think that's really what our friend was saying it could be? You know, the untempered steel. He was saying that shit's pretty common. I don't know why just a guard would have some of that.
You don't think this is like would hurt?
I don't know. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Maybe show it to Sam.
Hey, Sam, you think this would I don't know, do bad stuff? Do you think this is cold iron? I guess what they called it.
Well, if it is, don't use it on me.
Oh, yeah. I do know our friend here cut his hand open.
Where'd you get it from?
I just found it. Someone must have dropped it. I'll just like kind of
Yeah.
kick Neil.
Well, I doubt it's too important. Then it's not too often that people would be so careless as to leave such a valuable item, even by accident.
Oh, I hear you.
I mean, if it was carried by someone of import, then perhaps. But if you just stumbled across it, well, for all you know, it may be a cursed blade.
Yeah. So, I just got a question for you, One-Arm Sam. What kind of weapons do the caravan guards carry around?
Who?
You're talking about the Goblin Market guards, right? Those guys?
Yeah. Any idea if they have like
Well, they use pretty rudimentary things from what I've seen. I mean, I'm not really a miscreant. Never been on the wrong side of any guards, so I've never had to take into account their weapons, if you will. But I know they don't got anything near as high tech as what I got here. He says, sort of proudly slapping his steam projector gun.
God damn, that's quite the gun you got there, buddy. Oh man.
Yeah, I mean, it's if you'd be interested, I'll let you take a look at it. Seems like, well, if I remember, you're pretty good with your hands yourself. More of a mechanically minded man like myself.
Yeah, you want me to try and give it a little tune-up or something?
Sure, well, you can do whatever you want with it. Just be careful. So he hands you this incredibly dangerous steam gun as you're sitting there, and this is sort of like one of those big pickups. There's just one. Everyone sits side by side, and you're right in between Eldon and One Arm Sam, now holding this steam cannon of sorts.
So wait a second, is this to keep or something? What I don't know if I can. You see me? I'm a pretty skinny guy. I can't carry something like this around.
Well, yeah,
I got a different idea. Hey, Sam. Instead of going to the hag, and I look over at Mr. Neal. You want to go take care of somebody who's kind of awful?
You know what? Let's go see that. Man, I don't know. Let's go see that.
All right, we'll stay with the first bad idea. All right, just keep going to the hag.
It's about this time you guys are nearing a clearing that you can see ahead, which you assume to be your destination. But as you do, these vines and thorns encroach even more. I'm gonna need each of you to make a check, a wits and composure check.
Okay.
Looks like one success.
I got 2.
All right. So these as these thorns and brambles come in, being in the middle, you're more safe from them. Shaw, however, One Arm Sam is is having trouble dodging them, and even a little bit of blood is drawn from him. And Swick as well, being on the outside, takes a lethal damage as you're trying to dodge these to the best of your abilities, and you've been pretty successful. However, one of these branches is released at a pretty decent momentum, and nearly more clotheslines you more or less with thorns, hitting the top of your forehead with thorns, and drawing a bit more blood.
Oh shit, man. Oh,
Ow!
you guys okay? Shit.
Ah, I'll be fine. Well, at least we're here now. You guys are at what looks to be a small meadow of sorts, probably about 5 or 6 acres big, just a clearing within this forest of hedge, and there's a single thatch cottage in the middle of these little rolling hills.
You might as well say it before we go in there. This is a terrible idea.
And then I jump off the wagon and start walking towards the cottage.
As Rusty, he's like, "Thanks, Sam," and Slick, just try to be polite, man. Don't fuck this up. I don't want her to butcher us up and eat us.
Well, you better do the talking. Here, hold the hair.
All right, I'll do the talking. Start walking towards the cottage and walk up
What?
to
all right. So one armed Sam is still stays on his thing. Well, I'll see you twos later.
All right, man. You take care.
Thanks for the
You too,
ride.
and hopefully I never come bringing your body parts one day.
Yeah, I hope so too. Let's hope this meeting goes well. So we continue to the cottage and start going up the steps, and you know, I try to brush my feet off before knocking on the door. I like look back and give Eldon Swick like a kind of concerned look.
I won't chirp up unless I have to. How about that? That make you feel
All right.
better?
Yeah, a little, just a
Uh,
little.
I'll even scrape this dirt off on this rock here off my foot.
Yeah,
as
that might be your
you
best bet.
as you raise your fist to knock on the thatched door, it doesn't exactly creak open because it's thatch, but the door opens on its own, um, and you could see you. This is just simply a one room place, and you could see there's an old woman sitting there, with a large boil on her twisted nose. She's sitting there, with sort of a gray cloak, hood over her head. She's got some sort of meat on the end of a stick that she's roasting, at her fireplace there. And the room more or less just has basic things, the essentials more or less. There are of course some weird or sort of exotic looking things, but nothing overtly disturbing or dark.
Right. Um, and he kind of looks at the meat and then looks up at this lady, the boil on her nose. He's like, hello there. Um, my name's Rusty. It's my friend Slick. We just wonder if we could have a quick word with you.
Yes, why don't you come inside?
Of course, of course.
I've been waiting for you.
For me specifically.
Well, yes, you have been looking for me specifically. I did not
Ah,
seek you out.
yes. I guess I see what you mean. Um, we just had we were just wondering if you know anything about
I know
the
what you've
goblin.
brought me. Hold your breath. Don't waste it. I've relived this moment many, many times already, and although it brings me great pleasure, eventually I need to move on and continue, she says with a smile on her face.
So, do you mean?
What's he talking about?
Yeah. Uh, do you mean like?
I mean that I know why you're here. We've already had this conversation. Well, you and I haven't had this conversation, but I've had this conversation with you.
Hmm. All right. So,
Sorry if I'm confusing you. You see, time is a construct of the mind. Things, anchors, things that weigh us down, things that are best, well, things that are not observed in my home, you see.
I think I can get a basic understanding of what you mean. So I guess you know what brings us here.
Indeed.
Indeed, you wish to stop this infernal woman.
Yeah, but we. So what?
Infernal?
Do you have a grudge against her or something?
Yes, you might say that. Something of a personal vendetta, a friendly rivalry.
Yes, I can understand how that goes, I guess. But yeah, we thought we'd just come to bring to your attention that she was trying to get us to do some work for her on the other side, and you know, seems as if she's going to take it into her own hands.
Yes. And you've brought me something of hers, have you not?
Yes, he like kind of reaches into his like his dress pants pocket. It's all like rusty and oily because of Mr. Passes a like a glop of her hair. Like yeah, uh, we, we managed to get this. Not sure if you
Ah,
can really do
this
anything with it.
may actually work.
Oh
The other
yeah.
times that you've brought me things of hers, they weren't quite personal enough, I'm afraid, and well, things didn't end as we hoped that they would.
I don't know if it matters, but I got my blood in her eyes too.
You that could make things considerably easier, yes.
And all that black gunk on that hair, that's his blood as well. He's still kind of bleeding a little bit.
Yes, well there is a way to go about this. There's a specific set of things that we must do. About that point, you hear another knock on the thatch door. Go away for now. I'll see you in a bit. She says with a sort of almost crazed manic look on her face. And then she returns to sort of a pleasant expression.
So, could I ask you a question?
Yes.
This mutual acquaintance of ours, does she happen to be one of the, I guess, the higher ups?
Well, she's a bit of a gypsy aroma. However, she has been around for quite some time. You understand? She was not always what she is now.
Uh,
And I doubt that her transformation is fully complete.
so, I'm guessing she's not quite a hobgoblin, but is she not?
No,
She's
she
not.
did not originate from the hedge. At least to my knowledge, anyway.
That's interesting. Is she one of us? One of me, I mean?
These are questions that could be answered once we have her under our thumb, as it were.
Yeah, guess I
There,
understand.
I can I can sense where she is. She's already on your side now. It seems as though she's making her way towards a place known as Saint Jude's Hospital. I I can transport you there with my power, and I can transport her back here with that same power. However, where the difficulty comes is the weakness of the power of the weird between, well, the hedge. The hedge will weaken the power of this magic. But if I had a conduit, a link between her and me, to which I could bring her here, we could do it. If you could find her and simply lay hands upon her, I should be able to transport all of you back here.
What if it isn't as easy as we hope? We also managed to find this here, as he kind of gestures to Mr. Swick's new blade. We're not sure if this is really of any importance, but we also have
think this
that.
could help.
Yes, that could be quite dangerous indeed. Well,
So it's
There's-
not just a regular dagger then, huh? That's good to know.
there's no telling what might happen if you strike her with it. She may use her own magic to retreat. I suppose it's worth a try. It will be interesting at the very least. I just urge you to use caution. I've begun to grow weary of dealing with inconsistencies. Eldon, by this point, you've sort of looked around the room, perhaps nonchalantly, but you've noticed a pile of bags in the corner, and underneath you can sort of see seeping underneath this pile of rags and sort of gunny sacks, as it were. You see a sort of ooze, a sort of sludge, something that you've only ever seen on yourself before. There are many different possibilities, several of which I've already explored. It will be interesting to see how this plays out.
Yeah. Also, I guess before we go and try to yank her over here, I gotta ask. There's the complex down the way, the really big place. What happened to the keeper there?
I do not know of what you speak.
All right. No, that's fine. Well,
I would
Was
be
I
more than
standing over there by that big sludge mark? You said I was here before, right? That looks like my slime.
Yes, there. I don't know how much should be revealed to you, but yes, I've met both of you 3 or 4 times previously.
shit.
I'm not really sure how to take that.
Yeah, this is. I'll be honest. This is a little too heavy. I don't know. Like, man, I don't know what to think.
Well, let's just focus on this.
There's a knock once
That
more
woman's
at
going
the
to
door.
cost-
All right, you know what? I thank you for your time, but we should probably get going then. Seems like we don't have much time.
Yeah, I think she's gonna scoop up that baby like really soon.
Not much time at all. She comes over and for some reason looks Shaw's body up and down. That would explain it.
Well, explain what?
Are you ready for your transition then?
All right, so what do? We just we pop in, we grab her, and then you pop us back.
More or less, it should do the trick. There are numerable variables, but yeah, that's the gist of it.
Exactly. What kind of variables?
Her magic, my magic, your magic, the hedge, whatever mortal forces might witness such a event.
Shit.
Any third parties.
All right. Well.
Screw it. Let's just do it. That's enough talking.
All right. All right. We'll do it.
I reach over and I grab Mr. Swick's hand. Not really sure if that's part of it or not, but I do it anyway.
And this
And I'll
hag,
reach
this
forward my
hag,
other hand towards the hag.
this hag reaches for your hand, but before she does, Eldon, she sort of lightly runs her hand across your forearm, sort of collecting whatever gelatinous substance is just on your skin as is, and she sort of has a slightly crazed look in her eye as she looks into her hand afterwards. Not like a crazed, like maddening or about to lose your mind, but almost with a lusty look in her eye. And with
Get
that,
on with it. Let's do this.
she grabs both of your hands, and there's a bright flash of purple light, and as it dies away and things come back into focus, the two of you find yourself in a utilities closet, assumably a hospital, and as one vision fades and the other comes into perspective, the only thing that you can really hear is the cackling of this hag.
So, shit. Let's try and get out of this closet. He's kind of like cramped up against Mr. Swick.
Hey,
Like,
why
open-
don't you grab one of these brooms and one of these mop buckets, and we'll make it look like we're cleaning up the place.
Yeah, good thinking. So Mr. Swick grabs a broom, or Mr. Shaw grabs a broom and opens the door.
So one of those like those squeegee sort of buckets with 4 wheels. I'll fill it up with some water.
All right,
Sure.
let's just go
And
find her.
there's clothes in there too. There's these like janitor's shirts that you guys can, just generic ones.
Wow, these will fit good.
All right.
The one Eldon's wearing is about 3 sizes too big and just says Phil.
All right.
It has sweat stains.
So,
Soon to have some more.
Eldon takes off his eccentric jacket and you leave it in there, or do you have it on underneath?
Yeah. I try to look the part. And I'm going to grab like a small towel and wrap the dagger up.
Okay.
Let's go out there and see if we can find her. I'm guessing she's gonna be where the kids are.
yeah, we just have to find the maternity ward.
I start looking around for badges, if they're in the closet, like on the clothes or on like hooks or anything.
Yeah, there are.
I pin one to my associate, and you should probably turn it around so I can't see your face. That's obviously not you. I don't think you look Puerto Rican.
Yeah, I kind of figured that one. Well, I don't know. Let's just try and look the part, play the part. Just get in, get out. So like, yeah, Shaw puts on a suit, puts on like the badge and all that.
Then I'll head
Okay.
out and start reading the signs, try to figure out where the kids are.
Oh man. Um.
'Cause I think that's where she's heading.
Yeah. Correct. So you guys make your way down to that section of the hospital, and you I'm gonna need each of you to make another wits and composure roll. The two of you are walking down this not hallway, but sort of this waiting room. Well, it's a waiting room that then opens up to a hallway, and the hallway has, like the glass for the baby viewing, like the baby's first bath and that sort of a thing. But there's like a waiting room with, various family members and perhaps a couple of mothers that are going to go into labor anytime soon, or perhaps a pregnant woman waiting for her ride to come pick her up at the front of the hospital to go grab the car. And you guys, of course, don't notice any changelings or true fae or anything weird going on right off the
I
bat.
got 0 successes.
I got 1 success.
Okay. So yeah, neither of you can identify anything strange or can locate the woman.
It's like Shaw's
What,
just
what if she, like... Maybe she's not here. Maybe she went somewhere else. Maybe she's going to steal some kid out of some crib at some house. I thought the hag said she'd be here.
Yeah, I
Maybe she's a
don't know.
nurse.
Oh shit, man, this is gonna be fucked up. Man, I should have told the Freehold. This is gonna be bad. Man, I don't know what to do.
Well,
Man.
don't start getting your panties in a bunch already. We'll figure it out. You just gotta
Shit.
touch her.
Touch her.
Wait,
Yeah.
maybe we should just touch everybody. Maybe
Nah,
she's hiding.
Neil Shaw looks in his pocket to see if there's any like strands of hair left in there. See if try and hold that like 1 or 2 strands and see if that helps. It's just going down
I'm
the
gonna start
hallways.
mopping over towards that pregnant woman, and then I'm gonna stumble into her a little bit. Oh, sorry. I start to look at her.
She just sort of gasps for a minute and opens her mouth, but doesn't say anything, and then goes back to texting on her phone.
I'll just keep mopping back over to Mr. Shaw. I don't think it's her.
Yeah, no shit.
Nothing happened.
Yeah.
I touched her arm.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I think there's she's got to be around here, unless we've been had again. Shit, I don't know, man. Shit, we should have just went back to the Freehold. God damn. Well, what do you think we should do?
Just keep your eyes open. I'll just keep walking down the hallway.
Yeah.
Going over, if I see an old man or something, I'll tap him on the shoulder, oh, excuse me. You're coming through. Got him off the floor.
Alright.
There's probably
All right,
oily residue in my wake.
There comes a man in a suit with sort of dirty blonde hair comes walking down the. He's got sort of a lawyer, kind of a douchebag look to him in general. He comes walking down, speaking loudly on his cell phone, walking down this hallway. Oh yeah, no, yeah, that should be fine. Yeah, I'll have Jenny fax it. I'll have Jenny fax it right over. Why, you son of a gun! He shuts the phone as he makes eye contact with Shaw.
That's Shaw's just kind of looking around with he has his broom, And he's like looking behind him and points his chest like, "Who, me?"
What are, what are you doing, you old bastard? He sort of pushes you back and then embraces you.
Oh shit, not a whole lot,
What 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 the hell is this, buddy? He says, gesturing at your getup, your janitorial attire.
uh, Neil kind of like puts his arm, like his other arm on the broom to kind of obscure the like tag that shows like some Puerto Rican dude. Like someone who doesn't look like Neil. He's like, oh, man, this is like it's just like a volunteer thing I do on the odd day here and there. It's just like every time I come to these goddamn hospitals, it's so fucking dirty. I'm tired of it, especially when there's newborn babies around. So I decided to just come here and just mop up for free. It's a terrible economy, so why? What have you been doing lately?
Uh, I just working the cases and whatnot. I mean, come on, man. I mean, this is taking the whole philanthropy thing a little too far. I think you know.
Well, no, I got more time than anything. Uh, I feel like I want to give back to the community in some way. I feel that's an important thing to do. I think sweeping up around newborn babies is probably the best thing you can do.
Yeah, well, fair enough, man. I mean, I can appreciate the altruism, my friend, but wearing janitor's clothes, coming in I mean, what is this? Jose Rodriguez? What is this? He looks at your name tag.
Oh yeah, no, there was a mix-up. I'm just using this to get through the security checkpoints.
Security checkpoint? What? Man, you're a crazy guy. You know that? He looks down at his phone. Oh, hey, that's the wife. I gotta go. But well, hey, I'll see you this Saturday. Yeah.
Yeah, sure thing. You have a good one, man.
He says as he walks out the automatic door.
It's like he kind of like turns over to like Swicken, like just shrugs, like, "What the hell? Man, that was weird."
Did you know him or something? What was that all about?
I don't know. I don't think I know him. He's seemed to know me. And he's looking at like the ID badge, like, man, I don't know.
You didn't think that was the woman, did you?
As he just kind of stops, he's like, shit, maybe. I don't know. Shit.
It's about that time that a couple, a newly babied couple, as it were, new parents, come walking through this waiting room, holding the infant. The father's holding the infant in its hands as the mother, slowly makes her way out to the parking lot, and out of the corner of your eye, you guys see someone following a bit behind this couple. Someone with jet black hair.
Was
Psst. There she is.
I think so. I don't know. It could be. Let's follow.
So you guys go out there. Excuse me, keeping a safe distance behind into the parking lot, and you see this couple get to their green Ford Explorer and begin begin unloading the baby bags and the balloons and all the supplies from home that they brought for their stint in the hospital, and they begin to just prepare to leave, and you can see this dark-headed figure, which But you're fairly certain, obviously, that it's the one in question. But she or it has taken on a slightly different appearance. Of course, isn't wearing it's wearing just jeans and a t-shirt. She's not wearing her, black robe or anything like that.
I think we just gotta touch her, right? That's all we gotta do.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know. It could go horribly wrong. Keep that.
You think maybe I should jab her with the dagger at the same time?
No. Let's keep it handy though. In case anything goes wrong, we can just drop this bitch.
Well,
But,
let's go. Let's go. She's gonna nab it.
Okay, let's do it. As we kind of like circle around and try to go up behind her, and then like we're trying to like stay as quiet as possible because we want to try and get the jump or get the drop on her.
Right. Let me roll to see if she notices.
All right, can I roll against it with subterfuge or stealth? Or
Yeah.
well, stealth, I guess.
Yeah.
Guess what? Dex and stealth. Yeah, I'll do that too. Try
And
to
she
Okay,
got-
I'm actually going to.
She got 3 successes, and defender takes it if you guys tie, and she's defending. So either one of you will need 4 successes to be successful.
Okay,
Oh,
I'm
wow.
actually going. I'm going to spend a point of glamour to enact the ability nimble, where it allows for 9 again on dex rolls. So I'm gonna.
And you guys each have +2 die as well, because she is, of course, enthralled and focused on what she's doing with her inhuman desires, as it were.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
spend a point of willpower too.
So I
Not a
only
good
got
time for that.
I only got 3 successes on this, so I wasn't quite as like fast enough.
I did barely get 4.
Nice. Cool. That makes things a lot simpler. Well, perhaps.
Thank goodness
So
for
my-
willpower.
My
how
character is
do you guys want to go about that? You guys can describe how you're trying
So
to
I-
roll up on her.
So Shaw kind of like gestures like we should just grab both of her arms.
Yeah. All right, I'll do it.
But all right, let's go. So as we set off, Shaw isn't quite as like cunning at it as his counterpart. So Shaw like goes right up and just grabs one of her arms and puts the other hand on her back to try and hold her, and like tries to get Neil or tries to get Eldon over. It's like now, as we just grab her.
Yeah, and I won't listen to my counterpart. I'm actually gonna unsheathe the blade, and I'm gonna grab one arm and put the blade to her neck.
All right. Fair enough. Well, she sees she sees you coming, Shaw, and goes to quickly wheels around to turn the other way, only to find this water goblin bearing this large dagger. And yeah, she quickly turns back to you, and you guys manage to pin her, as mentioned before. And about half a second after you do, you can see that the purple light beginning to grow again.
It's like, come on, just keep her in place. You're not getting away, you bitch. You're not taking any children.
This purple flash of light happens again, and this time when it fades, you find yourselves back in this thatch hut, as it were, and you find this hag standing over this dark-headed woman who's now
assumably the hag had it waiting for her somehow. But this woman is now sitting in a chair, and she's got metal chains wrapped around both her legs and torso, and over her shoulders, strapping her down. Metal which you can only assume to be untampered iron. This woman tries to cry out something, but she manages to do little other than scream out in pain as this iron seems to burn her very flesh.
Jeez. So wait, that's the one we brought in? That's tied up?
Yeah. The one you
Okay.
brought in is tied up.
Okay, yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, so Shaw just jumps back. He's like, holy shit. He looks to the...
Looks like it worked. Yeah, take that. You're not gonna be stealing any baby faces anytime soon.
As Rusty, he looks over to the the lady in the cabin and like, so this is the one you wanted?
Yes, I am in your debt, to be sure. I cannot thank you enough for this. I must, well, I'm not sure if I should ask or not why you agreed to help me on this task.
Well, it was the right thing to do, I guess. Otherwise,
It was a means to an end. We didn't want her doing what she was gonna be doing.
that's it.
Yes, well, common goals are convenient, I suppose. And now, well, if you don't mind, I have some business to attend in private with her.
Of course. Well, we'll be seeing you around, I guess.
Yeah, take all the time you need. Have fun.
Yes.
As Shaw just starts heading towards the thatched door with Alden. It's like, damn.
I will keep in contact with you in the near future.
You got it. It's nice doing business. As he walks out. So, man, what do you think about all that? That was quite the shit show.
I think we did the right thing.
I think so. I don't know. I don't want to think of what's gonna happen to that hag. But, hey, you heard what she said. She's in her debt.
Yeah, that has to be a good thing, right? Help us out in the future, maybe, or do stuff for us that we need done.
Yeah, you never know. But well, I guess we'll just keep that to ourselves or something. We don't quite.
Yeah, I don't know if you really want to go advertise that to the freehold. I don't know. She might be bad news too.
Yeah, well, we don't know. We don't know what kind of enemies she's made. This whole thing seems pretty. Seems right over my head, to be honest.
I bet you her stuff's all by itself, though. Maybe we could get her stuff. What do you think she was?
I don't know. Let's see if she still had a table set up at the front at the market.
Or do you think we should just go back to the freehold now and I don't know, just be happy we didn't die?
Yeah, you know what? Let's go back to the freehold. Let's at least give him some of the story. So Shaw's looking out to see if one-armed Sam is still parked along. Like he's looking out, trying to see. He's like, I guess one-armed Sam took off. I don't blame him.
Yeah,
been a long-
he's gone. However, Eldon has his hedge gate since Merit.
So, hold on. I think you can help
Yeah, I
find.
think you just go that way, man. We'll be fine. We'll get back. I wouldn't worry about it. Just think about just getting out of here.
All right, sounds good. So we continue down the path. Uh, and Mr. Rusty looks over Slick, says, I gotta be honest, I'm just glad that fucking thing's over with. Oh. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to live with myself if she actually got away with the kid. We couldn't do anything about it.
Well, I'm kind of glad we didn't have to steal that baby's face smile thing. That was kind of creeping me out. But like I said, I would have done anything to help you out, man. You got me out of that place. I owe you.
I appreciate it, man. Trust me, we got each other's backs.
You deal with me. I mean, look how disgusting I look.
Hey, man, it could be much worse.
I mean, you at least got that whole like Tin Man thing going on. I got this like what is this like motor oil number 5 in my hair. And I like it looks like I piss myself all the time. I mean, I'm not the most pleasant guy to hang around.
Yeah, but what is it I'm missing? The heart or the brain? Or was it courage? I can't remember.
I don't know. You're pretty smart, so I wouldn't say your brain.
Yeah, must have been courage or something like that. Either way, let's go see what all the people at the Freehold are doing right now. Think you could see away from here? I mean, that's gonna be a long way back.
I think so. Just keep thinking about getting the hell out of here, and I think we'll be okay.
Ah, man, that's all I'm thinking about.
Yes, by this point, you guys have found another hedge gate. It's not the same one, of course, that you've used before, but Eldon can feel that its pull is to creek water.
Yeah, it's a good thing I made that deal, huh? I can like walk in and out of this place whenever the hell I want.
No, that's actually not a bad. That's a pretty sweet deal you did make. But hold on a second.
I'm kind of clumsy now. I'm not as sure-footed as I used to be, but that whole wavy, creepy, shadowy guy gives me the shivers when I think about him. But I think it worked out for the best.
Yeah, well, as long as you still got all your limbs, all your body parts in one piece.
Yeah, I still got 2 eyes, huh? Shoot, that bitch wanted to take my eye.
Yeah. So you say this place goes to creek water? Do you think this way is safe? He's like kind of looking through over the path to see if there's anything outstanding.
I don't know if it's safe, but I just get like this hunch, and I think that's the right way to go, and that seems to be the right way to go.
Well, all right, I'll follow right behind you. He's following behind Eldon. Yeah. I know we haven't been in the hedge for that long, but man, it feels like it's been forever. I know we were just in the mundane world too, but having to deal with all that doesn't feel like any kind of welcoming circumstances.
Well, I don't know. Do you guys want to break off there? Is that a good place to break?
Yeah.
That seems good.
Okay. So yeah, just as we're continuing down the path towards creek water.
Sure. You guys have finally resolved this. Well, hopefully, at least. You finally resolved that strange creature, and yep, we'll move on as I suppose you guys try to find a place back in the real world, a niche of your own.
Yeah.
Cool. So, do you want to have one more session and call it an official 5-er?
Yeah,
some point
seems about
some
good to
Wednesday in
me.
the near future? How about you, Sebastian?
Yeah, you get, next Wednesday should maybe be good. Uh, yeah, you know what? I could do next Wednesday. We'll
Okay.
do it up. We'll see how it
Sounds
goes.
good.
Yeah, cool.
All right, guys.
Thanks for
Thanks
playing,
for
you guys.
playing. I gotta hit the road and finish cooking dinner. So.
Totally.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, no, that was great. So I'll see you guys in 1 week from today.
Yeah, thanks for watching, everyone, too.
Peace.
All right, thanks, guys.